What if the pyramids aren't even Egypt's greatest wonder? 2,400 years ago, the Greek historian Herodotus dropped a bombshell. He said all the greatest buildings in Greece combined couldn't match one insane structure in Egypt. Not even the pyramids came close. He wasn't talking about a temple or a palace. He was talking about a labyrinth with 3,000 rooms, twisting corridors buried 2 stories underground. So confusing that even he nearly got lost forever. His guide grabbed him and warned, "If you go in alone, you will never come out." Then, this mind-blowing building completely vanished for almost 3,000 years. The story begins with Pharaoh Amenemhat III. He originally built his pyramid at Dashur, the one we now call the Black Pyramid. But soon after it was finished, the ground started sinking. Underground water from the Nile was eating away at the foundation. Cracks appeared. The whole pyramid began to tilt. Watching his eternal home slowly collapse must have been terrifying. So he made a bold decision: start over. He moved southwest to a place called Hawara and built a second pyramid. But the pyramid was only the sidekick. The real star was the massive mortuary temple right next to it, the structure Herodotus later called the Hawara Labyrinth, one of the greatest wonders of the ancient world. Around 450 BC, Herodotus visited the site himself. In his famous book, Histories, he described it with total awe. He said the labyrinth had 2 levels, one above ground and one deep underground. The upper level alone blew his mind. 12 huge courtyards with roofs, each with doors facing north and south, connected by an endless spiderweb of corridors. The entire complex was roughly the size of 70 football fields. When he finally walked out, he admitted, "I wandered inside for a long time, and I thought I would never find my way out." This wasn't exaggeration. It was a first-hand account from someone who actually experienced it. Later, the Roman geographer Strabo visited and confirmed the same details, adding that the columns were made of polished white limestone, smooth like mirrors. But here's the creepiest part. This architectural masterpiece eventually disappeared. As ancient Egypt declined, sand and Nile mud slowly buried it. By the 19th century, European archaeologists arrived and found almost nothing. In 1889, British archaeologist Flinders Petrie explored the Hawara Pyramid. He discovered beautiful mummy portraits that still look alive today, but the labyrinth, only piles of broken stones. He concluded it had been completely dismantled, probably quarried for building materials during Roman times. Everyone was devastated. Had this wonder of the world been lost forever? Then, in 2008, everything changed. A Belgian-Egyptian team brought modern ground-penetrating radar to the site. They didn't dig, they just scanned from the surface. What they found underground stopped everyone in their tracks. A massive artificial structure between 2 and 8 meters deep with clear walls, organized rooms, and complex corridors, matching Herodotus' description almost perfectly. The underground complex covers more than 70,000 square meters. When they created a 3D model, the archaeologists stood in silence as this virtual lost labyrinth rotated on screen. It hadn't disappeared after all. So what was this place really for? Most experts say it was the pharaoh's massive mortuary temple for worshipping his soul. But that doesn't fully explain 3,000 rooms. Some researchers believe it also served as an administrative headquarters, a central government building for the entire region, with offices for Egypt's 42 provinces, storage rooms, meeting halls, and ritual spaces. A holy temple, a bureaucratic powerhouse, and an underground tomb all in one. The confusing corridors? Probably intentional, designed to create a sense of divine confusion and make everyone who entered feel the overwhelming power of the pharaoh.